Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in charge to present this paper done by a team from Polytechnica University Timisoara. The main authors is Associate Professor Silviana Brata. Together with her, we made a software in Romania which can do the energy certificate for building. We have this software is one of the fifth software which is recognized by the Ministry of Development and Buildings from Romania to make the energy certificate for building. The topic of the presentation is standard versus operational energy use in residential building, in situ indoor air quality monitoring. The content of the presentation. The first chapter is national building funds or national building stock in Romania, concept of sustainable development. The third topic is case study, single family home. In situ measurements, responsibility, conclusion, and bibliography. The national building fund in Romania, built area, it's 493 billion square meters, and from that 86% is residential building. Housing units, 8.1 million, from that 61% is single family house. The distribution is 52.5% in urban areas and 47.5% in rural areas. In urban areas, 28% are single-family houses, single-family homes, and 72% apartment buildings. And in rural area, 95% represent single-family homes. Concept of sustainable development was defined in the report of the World Commission on Environment and Development in 1987, and means development that meets the need of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own need. Issues to be treated taking into account the criteria of fairness, viability, and affordability. The social aspect by population growth and the need to ensure simultaneous increased prosperity. The economic aspect by increasing consumption, especially in energy, and the environment impact at global level, deforestation, increasing soil erosion, increasing CO2 and CH4, and increasing water requirements. The construction industry is responsible for the use of raw materials for more than 50%, and energy consumption in a proportion of 40%, 50% in developed country. Implementation on the European Directive on Energy Performance of Building is necessary to achieve the EU objective of 20% reduction in energy consumption by 2020. The Commission's roadmap for moving to a competitive low carbon dioxide showed that emission in the building sector could be reduced by about 90% in 2050. Case study, single family home, location and climate. The home is located in Timisoara, 45 north latitude and 22 east longitude. Climatic zone 2, conventional exterior temperature -15 degrees. Monthly mean temperature is done through the methodology MC001, Romanian methodology. The technical equipments, heating, high efficiency condensing boilers, the system is with radiators, cooling, local air conditioning system, fan coils. Domestic hot water, 300 liter thermally insulated vessel for heating and storing hot water, and ventilations is air infiltration manual operating windows. Design concept and energy consumption. We have here some technical data, U value for design requirements for the existing building and design requirements from 2016. In situ measurement monitoring device, gas consumption, heating and domestic hot water. Monitoring period during the year, monitoring device, gas matter, 89.8 kWh per square meter per year, and calculated it was 104.7 kWh per square meter per year. The difference between the two is 17%. Indoor air quality parameters, the period of the use of the room from 6 p.m. to 7 a.m. Monitoring devices, Testo 480 with indoor air quality probes to monitor. Interior temperature, mean radiant temperature globe probe, velocity, relative humidity and CO2 concentration of indoor air, and the PMV and PPD indexes. In situ measurement, interior temperature, monitoring period Monday 17 February, Thursday 20 February, interior temperature 24.8 degrees Celsius and random ventilation of the room with decreasing of temperature. Relative humidity, monitoring period the same between 17 February and Thursday 20 February. Relative humidity, the range is between 35% and 22%. CO2 concentration. CO2 concentration, it's between 400 to 1,800 ppm, and according with European norm 15251, the building is in the category 2, the concentration being less than 1,150 ppm. How we said before, it's the house is without mechanical ventilation, is exceeded CO2 concentration. Ventilation versus CO2 concentration, correlation between ventilation and CO2 concentration of indoor air. We have these slides here. Also the interior temperature, another period of measurements, Wednesday 26th of February, Sunday to March, interior temperature 25 degrees and random ventilation of the room with decreasing of the temperature. Relative humidity for the same period, the range is between 29% and 45% relative humidity. PMV index, it's category 2, PMV is less than plus 0.5 punctual overtaking. The category 2 normal requirements used in the new buildings, PMV is between minus 0.5 and plus 0.5. PPD index, category 2, PPD is less than 10, punctual overtaking, and normal requirements in new buildings, PPD should be less than 10. That means category 2. Conclusion. The difference of 70% between calculated energy use, 104.7 kWh per square meters with 20 degrees Celsius interior temperature, and measured energy use, 89.8 kWh per square meter with 24 degrees Celsius interior temperature, is due to evaluation of ventilation rate in the case of ventilation by opening windows, demonstrated by the increasing of CO2 concentration, over-evaluation of specific hot water flow, and other causes. The PMV and PPD index value is into standardized requirements, punctual overtaking. Responsibilities. Education through scientific study results dissemination on the public health risk associated with improperly indoor environment quality or important for parliamentarians to take responsible public health decision and individuals to apply some simple and feasible solution to improve indoor environment quality. Thank you very much.